Once you have all your parts modeled, you're going to be ready to do an assembly to make sure that your table is going to get put together the way you think it is. So you have to have the top, all your stretchers, and your legs. That's it. I'm going to show you how to go through the process here to put your table together so that you can verify that everything's going to line up and that it's going to look like you want it to, which is hopefully something similar to this. When you go to do your assembly, there's by default an assembly tab created in your document. If you click on that, you'll see it's just like this. It's totally blank. So what we're going to do is we're going to be bringing in our pieces one at a time and assembling, just like it says, assembling the table virtually in the computer. First step is to bring in one of the table legs. That's what we're going to use as sort of that anchor piece. It's going to be the first thing that we bring in. So we're going to go to the Insert button. And I'm going to come in here and I want to choose my leg. Now I have a bunch of different copies because I have multiple files, and so my video demo pieces are in here as well. So I'm going to click on my leg and I'm just going to place it here. So for right now I'm going to close this insert box. So once I have this leg placed, what I want to do before I start adding any other pieces is I want to make sure that I anchor this in place so that it doesn't move around. And to do that we use a command called fix. So I'm going to click on it, I'm going to right click, and I'm going to use this right here where it says fix, and this is what will keep this from moving around. We only have to do this for one piece. In fact, that's the only time you do this. You only do it for the very first piece you bring in. Once I have one piece fixed, then everything else is going to move to that piece so that we can assemble our table. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start by bringing in one of my stretchers. So I'm going to go back to my insert and I'm going to choose my long stretcher. I'm going to bring that in and I'm just going to click, and then I'm going to close this window. Now when I click on this, I try to move it, it shows it nope, can't move, but if I click on this guy it can move. Now we could try to fiddle around and move this manually, but there's easier ways to do that. Up here, we're going to use what's called a fastened mate, and the fastened mate locks things in place for us. When I click on this button, it wants to know what the connectors are. So if I hover over any of the surfaces, you'll see all these white dots in the circle, the protractor looking thing. This tells me these are different locations that I can connect and mate my pieces to. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to zoom in. I'm going to put this end here on this end here. I'm going to use the holes that are in place, and so you can orbit around a little bit. Remember, if you press and hold that right mouse button down, you can orbit, which is what this is. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this top surface of the hole. Now you'll notice it sometimes it jumps back to the back surface. To make my life easier when I'm selecting, once I get my surface that I like, I'm going to hold down the shift key on the keyboard, and then I'm going to come up and that locks it onto this surface so it won't go anywhere else. And I'm going to click right here on this upper hole. So click once there. Now you'll see it says that this has that location is my first step. So now I need to rotate and mate the appropriate piece on this side. So I'm going to come and I'm going to rotate this around. And I'm going to zoom in here, and I'm going to again hold my shift key down once I have the right surface, and I want to line up that hole. And you'll see it jumped away and it moved. Well, this is what it's done. It said, okay, the centers of both of those holes are lined up. Now you'll see this is not perfect. There's a couple of things that can go wrong. Sometimes it might look like this. That's okay. That's why we have these two buttons here. So I'm going to make sure that I get this oriented in the correct direction, and now I can rotate it. So you can see I can rotate this all the way around, and I would lock it up so that it's in the right orientation, the correct orientation for what I'm doing. So once I have that, I go ahead and I can click the check mark, and it is now solved. Step 2, I'm going to go ahead and close this. Step 2 is to take the next piece. So I'm going to go Insert, and I want to use one of my short stretchers. I'm going to bring that in, and I'm going to click, and I'm going to close this window again. It's the same process, fastened mate. I'm going to choose this surface, hold down my shift key. I'm going to use that upper dowel hole again. I'm going to rotate on this one, hold down shift key when I get the right surface. Click on that. You'll see this one, it ended up doing the goofy thing where it's going through itself. I don't want it to do that, so I click on that, and then I rotate this until I have the appropriate orientation. Now that I have these two, I can put in two more table legs. So I'm going to come in here, Insert, and I want to use the leg, and I'm just going to bring this leg over here. Close this. Now when I do this, I have to be thinking about how this assembles. Okay, I have two sets of holes, one here, one here. because of the way this table will assemble, these two holes have to line up with these two holes. So I'm going to use this fastened mate. Again, hold down the shift key, click on that hole, and I'm going to come over here if I need to, zoom in, and I'm going to click on that one. All right. The orientation is sort of correct, but it needs to be rotated around, so we'll get it rotated, and I can orbit, and I can see, well, I'm kind of backwards. I'm inside the material, so I have to flip this over. Okay, oh, and then it rotated things around again. So you orbit around until you get things put in the right spot. Okay, I have that. The next step, I'm going to go ahead and put in the next stretcher. So we'll go to Insert. We'll choose my other longer stretcher. We'll bring that in. And now we'll use a fastened mate. Again, this surface to there. And I can use this end because they're identical. So this surface to there. If I look, okay, it's on the wrong side. Rotate. Done. Okay, we're going to do the same exact thing for the last two legs and the last stretcher. Okay, now I have all of my stretchers put in place. I don't really need to do any mating over here because I already have it locked up there. So that's the basic frame of our table. Last step is going to be putting on the top. And the top needs to be centered so that it has a little bit of overhang that's even on this side and even on that side. So we're going to come in, we're going to go to the Insert, and we're going to choose the top. I'm going to bring that in. And of course the top does make a difference as far as which part is the top of the top because it has this little chamfer. Yours might have a round over, a cove, an OG, who knows. So this is the bottom surface. To do this, we're actually going to be using this corner, this bottom corner right here. We're going to reference that, and we're going to reference that corner to this corner right here on the table leg. And then we're going to create an offset so that the table hangs over both directions the amount that we want it to be. So I'm going to, again, fastened mate, and in this case, I'm going to hold down Shift because I want the bottom, and I want that corner. And then what I want to do is I want to zoom in here, and I want this top surface of the table leg, and I want that corner. And you'll see that it previews that it's dead on right there. Now I know I want this distance right here to be even. So I should know how big this is, and I happen to know that my overhang should be 1 inch. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up here in this window, and I'm going to choose Offset. And when I look at this, there's the green and the red. The green is the y-axis, the red is the x-axis. So what I want to do is I want to tell it what my offset is. So on red, I want it to be 1 inch. So I hit 1 and tab, and you'll see that it automatically moved it out. And you'll see, yep, it's even on the other side. I want to do the same thing with the y-axis. So I'm going to change that one to 1, and I hit tab, and it moved it out. And so now my overhangs are correct at 1 inch and 1 inch. Now, if for some reason this was to move the wrong direction, let's say it moved to the right instead of to the left, what you can do is you can put in a negative number. So if I go -1, you'll see that, oops, it moved the wrong way. So using the negative function can give you the ability to move it the opposite direction of what you want. Once you have it lined up where you want it to be, you go ahead and click the check mark, and it's solved. And there is your assembled table ready to go.